Hey guys, Slasher Movies 410 back again with another video, and for today's video I'm going to be showing off some new scores that I just got for Christmas. So I got a lot of awesome horror related stuff, and as soon as the video ends I'm going to be displaying all of it in the horror room, so I can't wait for that. So the first item that I obtained is the new Dead by Daylight video game for the PlayStation 4. So a lot of people recommended this game to me over the years, and since I'm a fan of the Friday the 13th video game, as I have right here, I decided to purchase this and give it a shot. I know I'm a little late to the party considering this game came out in 2016, but better late than never, I guess. So, yeah, my thoughts on the game. Unfortunately, I personally believe that the game doesn't live up to the hype. I've played it multiple times, and sadly, the game is just very repetitive. You know, playing as a survivor is really boring because all you do is just walk around the map and run away from the killer and fix generators. That's pretty much all you can do. And it isn't like Friday the 13th where there are hidden objects throughout the map that you can choose from that'll help you escape. You know, this game just doesn't have a lot of features to me. And also, when you're playing as the killer, it's in first person point of view, which makes it extremely difficult and nauseating because the survivors are just moving at such a fast pace, you know, when they're on the run. And you have to like carry them on your back and put them on a hook. And they're kind of like transferred into like another dimension. I can't really explain it. You know, the game just has a really weird sci-fi element to it, which I'm just not a fan of. The only cool aspect I can say about the game is that you can play as characters such as Michael, Freddy, Ghostface, Leatherface, Pinhead, and more. And also when you play as the survivors, of course, you can play as Laurie Strode, but sadly her character model looks nothing like her. And, you know, a lot of the models of the survivors that are based on other movies, they just don't look like their movie counterparts. So that is pretty disappointing. I think if they structured this game similar to Friday the 13th, it could have been really good, but overall I'm pretty disappointed, as I said. I will continue to play it on occasion, but Friday the 13th is definitely a better game for sure, and I hope one day they make a Halloween game based on the movies, but fingers crossed. I know the developers of the Friday game are making a Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game, which I'm really looking forward to playing once that comes out. Okay, so the next item that I got over here is a Trick or Treat Studios Captain Spaulding mask. So this is a mask I've wanted in my collection for the longest time because I am a pretty big fan of the Devil's Rejects film, and in my opinion it is one of Rob Zombie's best movies. You know, I wasn't a big fan of House of a Thousand Corpses, and I still haven't seen Three from Hell, but I will definitely check it out soon because I am curious to see it. And I'm also curious to see Sid Haig's last performance, of course. I think Trick or Treat Studios did a pretty good job on this mask, and they captured Sid Haig's likeness pretty well. Definitely going to be doing a close-up review of the mask very soon. And, you know, I also had to get this mask in honor of Sid Haig, of course. Rest in peace. And, you know, I wish I had the opportunity to meet him at a convention before he passed. Okay, so the next two items that I got are a Trick or Treat Studios Prop H1 knife, and I also got a Trick or Treat Studios H2 scalpel. I really needed these new prop knives simply because I want to use them for future Michael Myers costume tests, so I figured I'd start by picking these two up first. I think these are decent props, but not the best. They feel a little too cheap and flimsy for my liking. I'm actually going to be taking this one out of the box, so let me do that right now. And I'll give you another look at it. Okay, so here's the knife. So obviously, as you can tell, the H1 knife has a huge blade, but in my opinion, it's way too reflective and shiny. I might have to figure out a way to get rid of the shininess because it's very mirror-like, and I don't know, just not a fan of it. Let me put that down. The scalpel, on the other hand, is pretty decent. There are some cracks in the foam that are kind of hard to see. You might be able to see them, I'm not sure. That just don't look great. But I also have a 2018 Michael Myers knife that I just ordered, which is on the way. And these props are decent. Like I said, they could be a lot better, but I'm glad I got them for the collection. They're going to look great with my H1 cosplay and my H2 cosplay. Okay, so these next few upcoming items were Christmas gifts for my girlfriend. So if she's watching this, huge shout out to her because she got me a lot of masks that I needed in my collection. And she actually just helped me complete my Myers and Jason mask collection. So that's a little hint for you guys. So the item on the right hand side that she got me is a blank Rob Zombie Halloween mask. So this is actually the same exact mold of a mask that I got from an eBay seller called Blackjack's Basement. And then Nightmare Fuel Studios actually converted it into an RZH1 mask roughly 2 years ago for me. However, this time I'm going to be sending Nightmare Fuel Studios this mask to convert into a Rob Zombie Halloween 2 mask. And I am super excited for Orion to work on this mask. You know, the look of the mask that I'm going for is actually the dream sequence look in the beginning of the film, you know, with the blood on like half his side of the face. I really like that particular look of the mask, and the beginning of the film is the best part in my opinion. The rest of the film is just dreadful, as you all know. So, and I also don't want to go for the look with half of his mask ripped off. I'm just not a fan of that look. So the next item that I got is a Bloody Freddy vs. Jason hockey mask that was made by Night Terror Studio over on Etsy. So I really loved the evidence bag that they put it in. I thought it was a super neat touch, and I'm definitely going to be keeping it. But let me take it out of the bag so I can give you guys a better look at it. So believe it or not, this mask was actually hand painted, and the artist did a phenomenal job on it. The blood splatter effect looks very realistic, and I love the scratches on it from Freddy's razor. They also it's got a ton of weathering throughout this thing. As you can see, a lot of burn marks over on the edges. The artist just did a phenomenal job. I will put a link in the description below to this seller's shop so you guys can check them out. And last but certainly not least is the Jason X Uber mask. Now this mask was made by an eBay seller, and it was actually 3D printed, which is really damn cool. I am going to be sending this mask over to Nightmare Fuel Studios because he's going to add some elastic straps to it. That way I could either hang it on my wall with the other Jason masks or simply wear it. But I also think this mask is way better than the latex Jason X mask that it was either Ruby's or Dom Post that came out with it a long time ago. I forget. But it's definitely way better than that. Really glad my girlfriend was able to get this for me. It is definitely my favorite mask that I've gotten for Christmas. So this mask is also very screen accurate too, and I'm grateful and thankful that my girlfriend surprised me with all this stuff. So guys, that's going to be a wrap on today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think of my latest scores in the comment section below. Also, let me know which new item of mine is your favorite because I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Also, stay tuned for the updates on the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 mask that Nightmare Fuel Studios is going to paint up and hair for me. Also, be on the lookout for a Captain Spaulding mask review and more costume tests. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell, and I will see you later with some more videos.